with that, hi. Hello. This is Teiyu, your emotional support animal. Contrary to what some might expect from what has been occurring here during the loading screen, I am actually extremely tired. Hello. Hi there, everyone. Yeah, Sprühwürstel. Hello. Congrats on being first. How are you doing? Message. Hi there. How are you doing? Super Phoenix. Hi there. How do you do? How is everyone doing? Are you having a nice chill Sunday? It could be chiller. I will admit, after this week, I could have done with like a little break, but there's not going to be an introspective art stream next week, so I don't want to skip this week. This is just not good. I don't want to do that. So we're here. We might be queer, but also we are a spear. I can't think of a lot of words that rhyme with ear, especially not adjectives. We are we sneer at our enemies. Yes. We do that. We're like, yes. Hi, we smear, yes, but that is not an adjective either. Also, arthropod, hello there. Welcome in. I am glad you guys have been enjoying the jazz. And thank you for the compliment for my voice. Musica, hello. And Atsu, of course, Atsu, I did not say hi to you. Atsu. My dear Atsu, how do you do? Atsu, you draw, don't you? Don't you draw? Are you not a drawer? Are you not a sock drawer? One who draws socks? That is not actually what sock drawer means. A little? Well, would you like to join us today for this thing? Richard, hello. How do you do? Was your week exhausting? Sorry to hear that. No, I mean, the thing is, this week was actually quite nice, but it was also exhausting. I've been more active this week, more socially active this week than I might have been in like certain years of my life for the entire duration of that year. I don't know, that might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but like, it feels that way. It feels that way, and that is what matters. It is pretty good, but holy crap. Like, Monday wasn't a lot. Like, I just had to spend all day cleaning up because it turns out my mom was coming to my apartment to stay for a week, which I was not prepared for. I thought she was coming a week later. Then on Tuesday I streamed, so there is that. And I went to the gym. Wait, no, I went to the gym on Wednesday, because on Tuesday other stuff also happened, which I don't remember. I think, wait, or was it? I don't freaking know. I do not freaking know. I don't remember. The point is, like, everything before Thursday is kind of a wash. Because on Thursday, I went to a nearby city by train pretty early to meet Gear Twister, who you know from such movies as that time where we played Peak together. That is a movie. That is a long movie. You gotta plan out your potty breaks for that. Yes. And hi there, Ezra. How do you do? Yeah, I stayed there for a while, like just walking around and talking the whole day and like being cute being cute with a bunch of cuties. And man, I'll get back to that in a moment. But like, yeah, like then then Thursday. Also during all this time, my mom was of course still here and doing stuff. Hi there, Ina. How do you do? Thank you. You're also very cute. And the hello there. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, and then on Thursday there was the collab with Entomolomoth. And then yesterday there was the collab with Eisen the Vampire, which took all day. And today is the day. Hello. I did have a pretty good connection with my mom, yeah. It was. Man, that was a whole story. It used to be a lot more strained. And then a thing happened. That PNG tuber you have is adorable. Oh yeah. It's not really a PNG tuber, I don't think. I mean, I guess you could call it that. Like the Fugi reactive. It's a form of PNG tuber, I guess. Speaking of that though, do you have any idea like what I would use a PNG tuber for? Because I might have I might have donated $100 to a charity stream. Because hang on. Because Ein Miegel was having a charity stream for International Mental Health Day, which I totally did not realize was a thing. I think that was Tuesday. Yeah. Most VTubers use them for heavy games. PNG is good for when other people's going on other people's streams. Yeah. I don't know. The thing is, like, I need to give her some direction for like how to design it. It's pretty. It has a bunch of toggles too. It's super neglected in Germany. Really, is it? Huh. I didn't realize. I mean, I do know that like it's really hard to get a therapist, to find one that is still taking people, taking in new patients and stuff, but I didn't realize it was like such a I didn't realize it was like a Germany specific thing, right? I figured it was just like everywhere, you know? Like obviously if you can.
Good evening, Taiju, the god of emotional support animals.
Hi there, Snowhive. Obviously if you have the money to pay for a private, like to pay privately for a therapist, then you know the world's your oyster. But you know, getting one covered by your regular insurance, that takes a while. Tayu sitting on therapy couch looking at a notepad. Hi there, Del. That's not me. I'm the one who has to be therapized. Papa, I live in Germany. Yes, I'm German. Do you not know that? It's less of a problem here because insurance doesn't even cover therapy. Huh? I mean, that's a different kind of problem, isn't it? Hi there, Lapan. How do you do? It's always connected with being sick or being damaged. It's so negatively patterned that some people fear going to therapy because from the job. Some jobs don't take you in if you had therapy. Really? Ah, one Italian. Hello there. How do you do? I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to see you guys. I was a little worried because Connie is not going to be joining us today because Connie has to sleep, which is very reasonable because Connie is Australian. So yeah. But yeah, like that is strange. That is strange. Like it shouldn't be a thing. You can't work for the government if you had therapy. Aww. Connie mentioned yes. You can't work for the government. That is rough. That should not be a thing. I don't know. I guess it's like it's a thing that's very different depending on like what sector of real life you're talking about. You know, I do know there's like plenty of programs, plenty of like institutions that take in people with mental illnesses and stuff, and specifically for those and whatnot. And you know, I've had it pretty good. Like the job center has been very understanding ever since, you know, that time that I had like an emotional breakdown in in their building, and they were like, "Oh, you know what? I think this kid needs some stability before we can like throw him in there." Hi Connie from the future. Tell you with a Hagoromo of energy. What is a Hagoromo? I know there's a lot of illnesses and medications that ban you from certain jobs, like being a train driver. Oh. Stability in this economy, I know, right? Like, unheard of. Some jobs are mentally draining, like police officers, so they just don't go to therapy. But like, those people specifically should be going to therapy, you know? Like, everyone should be going to therapy, but especially people in jobs with like, where you have like a lot of responsibility, you know? So, like in my experience, the people who go to therapy are like, on average, well, probably about as mentally sane as like the average people. Oh, can someone explain what the topic is? I don't know. I'm just randomly talking to people, like, but the subject right now seems to be like how bad German society takes care of mental health. How bad it is to be mentally ill in Germany specifically, I guess. They just want to be sure they get mentally stable people for most jobs, but sadly it doesn't work like that. Yeah. This week has been weird for me. I've been feeling protective for someone, but I don't know what I'm protective towards. Huh. That's interesting. Joining a conversation can be confusing if given no context. It's chill. Hi there, Pebbles. Hi. Yeah, I hope that helped with the context. Maybe they should make sure the job doesn't make you unstable in the first place? Probably. That should probably be a thing. But yeah, that's a whole issue in itself, isn't it? Now where was I? So, right. Also, man, after I donated like those $100, like someone offered to make like a 2-minute song for me, and like they have this bit chiptune kind of style, and tend to write like really dark sounding songs. So I'm wondering, like, what would be the best use case for a song by them? You know, what could I ask for? We can have Teiyu Jam, I guess, but like, where would I, for what purpose would I use someone with, like, the music of someone with that skill set? Hagoromo are the cool scarf you can see on some Shinto god / kami. Oh, hang on. I need to look at that. What is that? Hagoromo. I am finding a Naruto character and nothing else. Are you sure about this? Are you sure that's the word? Here in Germany we do have an issue with workaholism? Do we? Add scarf and Shinto gods. Okay. Hagoromo scarf. Ah, it's one of those flowy things. Interesting. Not something you can actually wear in real life, actually. In some workspaces, if you are even labeled as lazy if you don't work 24/7, really? I didn't know that was a thing in Germany. I only hear about it in American work culture. Hang on, let me make your window a little bit bigger. Oh, speaking of big, hi big something. The character is so popular it dominates search, true. America is even worse because you have nearly no social safety net, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, America also has like this, it's like a culturally ingrained thing about like, what was it called? Like Calvinism, I think. Basically this understanding of Christianity that says like that your worthiness has to show, your worthiness to go into heaven is like, has to be like reflected in, is going to be reflected in your actual living life or something. I don't know. I need goat friend advice. Oh dear. What can I help you with? So yeah, I would be grateful for any ideas regarding like what I can use like a song like that for. Because like I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll have to look more into it, like if they can make like more relaxed music too. Or if there's like some way I can use like something more energetic. Like something in the style of like jazz jackrabbit music. Something with a little spunk. Don't misconstrue the spunk thing. I know that means something else to you. You guys even have a limited amount of sick days, and that's just awful? Yeah. Being a worker in America does not sound very nice at all. Spunk aura, oh no. Land of the free, but most of us are basically wage slaves. Ugh, yeah. I just got in touch with a friend I hadn't heard from in a while, and they're trying to push me away because they don't think they can be a good friend for me. What do I do? Oh dear. What do you do there? Because they don't think they can be a good friend for me. Well, that is a... That is a complex situation. Because, like... Ah, hi there, Stella. That is a complex situation because, like, you... like, obviously, generally, you should respect your friend's wishes. But, like, in that case, it seems to be really based on, like, some kind of self-destructive behavior where they're, like, pushing you away because, like, you know, it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy where they are so convinced that they aren't going to be good for you, that they want to, like, push you away in order to basically confirm that, you know? Like, you know, like I mentioned before, we want, like, we want some kind of stability in our worldview, and so it feels more comfortable to them to just be safe in the knowledge that, like, they can't have any friends or something, than it would be to actually have friends and deal with the stress of maintaining that. So, So, I don't know, like, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how best to proceed. I guess I would advise you to, like, you know, not push too hard, but keep in contact. Just keep reminding them, like, hey, I'm here. And, you know, make sure that they know that this is that this is like, yeah, you can't force them, but make sure that they understand that you are there, and that as far as you're concerned, they cannot harm you except by, like, not being your friend, because like you would rather be their friend than, like, whatever else could possibly happen. That kind of thing, put it into very clear terms, just like, hey, this, I've, maybe even throw in, like, I've asked other people about it, and like they think that, like, this is, this kind of mechanism happening, like what I just described, just you seem to be doing a self-destructive thing, and like I don't want to stress you out or anything. I don't want to force you into anything, but I am worried, and I'm not just here because I am worried. It's not just a pity thing, but I actually really care for you. So I'm going to give you space, but please, like, come to me whenever you need it, and, stuff. Something like that. Can see a rise in homelessness in the next couple of years, the majority being already the weakest of society, like neurodivergent, disabled and elderly folk. Oh dear. Depends on the place. Acquaintance of mine who worked at an auditing firm had similar experiences. You were expected to work overtime because you loved the company. She got ostracized by colleagues for not ordering dinner with them at 7 p.m. to stay at the firm longer. Instead, she took work home. The auditing firm in particular had people do labor violations voluntarily. People also had competitions for accumulating overtime hours. That is wild. What the hell? Huh. Oh, dear me. Same in hospitals and construction work. I've worked in construction. Oh dear. Man. That's not healthy. That's not healthy at all. Hi there, Cat. How do you do? How do you do? Just gonna have to give that person space. You can't force people to be a friend, but you can always leave the door open. And like, make sure they see the door. That is another thing. Like, it's easy to close yourself off, and like when they're in that headspace of I don't deserve to be anyone's friend, and it's better that no one cares about me. It's probably like a thing like no one cares about me, and because of that I'm suffering, and because I'm suffering I can't be anyone's friends. Like it's kind of a circle like that, right? So if they're isolating themselves, it's easy to fall in there and be like, yep, as I said, no one cares about me, and thus I'm not even going to look if anyone wrote anything. I'm not even going to check my socials or anything. So I think it's okay to still every once in a while just poke your head in there, like, hey, I'm still here. Hi there, Vink. How do you do? Nice to meet you. All you can do is lend a hand and reassure them that you are there for them. If they take your offer or not is up to them, yeah. With how the current job market looks is that we have a ton of open positions, but nobody's hiring or require bringing multiple years of experience, despite it being a training entry position. Even worse being if you bring experience of any kind or the one they require, you'll still be rejected. Especially if you aren't what fits into the picture as being able-bodied, cis, straight, having no mental issues, and looking like a true German. Jeez. That's, Hi there, Nay. Hi. How do you do? I was sent by an anonymous person to lick you, so may I perchance it's to confirm something. Yep. You may lick my elbow. You may lick my elbow, I guess. Sure. Let's go with that. The kind of things you get to say as a streamer, it's amazing. What's the subject of the day? That is a very good question, yes. I I'm a little overhumaned at the moment. Can I lick you, Tay? Well, you, of course. That goes without saying. Where the fuck was I? I'm a little overhuman, overwhelmed, over something. For what has been happening this week. Hi. I hope it pleases you. I'm gonna lick your eyeball. Oh man. That's probably not healthy, is it? Till you're distracted by all the licking. I mean, can you blame me though? So that is a subject. I'm a little overwhelmed by how much I've been socializing recently. But also an interesting thing happened in name of place that I met Gear and 2 other people at, including Light the Lich. And like we were at Figuya, which is, you know, a weeb merchandise store. They sell manga and stuff like that, of course. And you know, we left the store, and you know, Light asked me like, "Didn't you want anything from the store?" And you know, Gear ratted me out and was like, "Oh yeah, he was looking at that manga like at, you know, next to the counter." Because, like, I was looking around, like, the whole time, but like, nothing really stood out to me as something that I would really be invested in. And then I looked at, like, this little manga right there next to the counter. Taco P's Original Sin. And, like, the freaking cover. Let me look that up for you. Taco P's Original Sin. Let me... Come on, give me a large one. Give me a large image of what this looks like. This is not a large image. Okay, fine, this will have to do. This will have to do. Douche. As like... If this doesn't look like freaking something that you would find in introspective art. It's like, this just immediately, it like hit me in the face. It hit me in the face and like, wow, yeah. I might actually do like this manga, oh yeah. I looked into like the Wikipedia article for it for a second, and I just glanced over the description of the plot and saw a single word, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna forget that I ever saw this. Oh dear. I did get it. Yes, I did get this manga. Indeed, I'm gonna be in for a time. I can tell. I'm gonna be in for a time. Because, yeah, Light basically pulled me... Well, Light pulled Gear into the store and was like, show me the manga that he wanted. Show it to me. I'm gonna get it for him. And he got it for me. And I'm like really happy about it. Oh, it's going to be next to Yasumi Pum Pum. No. I don't think I'm strong enough for Pum Pum. Like, this at least, like... This still looks like there's potential there for happiness. But like, from what I know about Pun Pun, it's like all misery all the time. It's like relentless. I don't want that. Oh boy. Did I finish that thought I was starting? Like, I think I might actually do like a style analysis stream of this. Like, just look at this image and like one of the first colored pages and just like really take apart like how they got this effect. Because like I want to draw like this. Really enjoyed Pun Pun, but it's not something I recommend to people. Yeah. Oh boy. Why is she crying? What happened? Bullying? Like some really bad bullying, basically. So yeah. That's all I'll say. That's pretty much also all I know, so yeah. Hang on, let me catch up on chat. Doesn't help that many employers have also been taking notes how the Americans have shifted to AI-powered application analysis. Yeah. Oh dear. That doesn't help. Once the boomers are in pension, I think the work market will change from employer-controlled to employee-controlled. Companies will have to attract workers and the market will become better for workers. Fully believe this is the case for at least for construction work. Oh, might be. Hopefully. Okay, thank you for letting me in. You were pranked. I'm just looking random streamers. Okay. Alright, have a good one. Dear me. Didn't even get the didn't even get a follow for that. Crazy. It had an anime adaptation this year. Yeah, I heard. I heard randomly that like it was really good, and you know, I guess I'll see the reasons for that. I washed my hair, so I think I'm at least 50% less dead skin and oil by mass. Hey, nice. I'm proud of you. Cover looks intense, yeah. You also recently bought some manga? What was it? What did you buy? The only mangas I ever read were Berserk, Blame, and Vagabond. That is some old school stuff. I'm only really somewhat familiar with Berserk, although yeah. I've heard multiple people in IT say that one senior with AI is able to replace the job of the juniors. Hope that will pop soon. Yeah. Witch Hat Atelier is really good. Witch Hat Atelier. Who the heck? Ah, right. Yeah, right. I think I heard that around. That's an anime, isn't it? I'm in IT and it's been a nightmare trying to get any job in my field. Would have given up too, but I just recently was told a company wants to offer me a job. Oh, good. I hope it's a good one. Purchased the entire collection of my brother's husband. I cannot begin to imagine what that one might be about, except, you know, this is someone's brother's husband. You know, I guess it would be about that. Oh, okay. That looks actually really wholesome. How nice. Oh, right, my brother's... Somehow it didn't click for me. Somehow it didn't click for me that, like, oh yeah, there's like a man and a man, right? Like, yeah. I am very tired. You have to understand. So, the reason I started talking about that is that, you know, I never do nice things for myself. Like, I saw that thing that really spoke to me, and I looked at the price tag and I was like, no, it's like 10 euros. It's kind of a lot, you know. I don't read a lot of manga, so I don't know, would I ever actually read this? But like, it was a special day, and like I needed a memento, right? So like, why would I not? Why would I not buy it? Ugh. My brain sometimes. So yeah, that's a thing, like treating yourself, self-care, that kind of thing. I have to say, Vagabond was life-changing for me. I was deployed into 2 war zones in my time in the army, and I was mentally unstable after that. Reading Vagabond made me realize there's more to life than fighting and being strong. Doesn't mean being physically strong, but also being kind to others. Ooh, I'm glad you had that. I'm glad you had that influence. Man, that is really powerful. also really tells me like a lot about your character too. I can see why you're so caring. Oh, that's really cool. So yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, there's my 2 suggestions. Now, Suba also had like a thing going on. Suba, what did you want to talk about? Like, you were talking about, I just realized I don't think I ever said hi to Monomusa. Hi there, Monomusa. Hello. Thank you for the lurk. Hang on. I'm scrolling up to find Suba's message. Been feeling protective for someone, for something, but I don't know what I'm protective towards. That is interesting. I don't know how to help you with that. Like, that is, Empathy is too often an overlooked strength. Is it empathy? I keep like getting confused, like, between the differences between like empathy and compassion and what was the other thing? Empathy, compassion, and I don't remember. Too much empathy can come at the sacrifice of your own safety. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, empathy is the one where you like really feel what someone else is feeling, which can come to your detriment. And, you know, like when sometimes it's not helpful, like when someone's really suffering and then you just suffer with them, like then it's just like a loop of suffering. Sometimes that can be an issue. So I would say it's probably more like compassion, which I think is more like the active decision to be... Right, empathy and sympathy, that was the thing. Huh. I have barely any empathy, and that's okay too. You still care, so My brother's husband was probably one of the few manga works that did get a couple tears out of me. It tackles many of the societal aspects of how it is being gay in Japan, and the thought processes behind that. Oh, that's really nice. Man, good media. Good media is really good to have, isn't it? That's a statement. That's a statement I just made. So yeah. I'm not seeing anything from Super. Super, do you hear me? The Great Zealous. Howdy, my dudes. Hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're doing well too, my great dude. Hello. We're currently trying to decide on a subject. So, I like the divide of affective empathy, cognitive empathy, compassionate empathy. Oh, affective empathy, cognitive empathy, and compassionate empathy. Oh, okay. Let me copy that. Let me copy that into like a little note so I can I don't know. I need to clean up my note situation here. Doing pretty well. Pretty excited for Halloween, but I'm more excited for National Hug a Sheep Day, which is in 6 days. Which nation is this? I need to know. I'm excited to have some marital art books coming in the mail today. In the mail. Marital... Oh, you mean martial art. Right. That is a very different thing. Hang on there a second. You did spell that wrong. How to be best karate husband. Is that the title of your biography? I'll need to double check, as I've only recently found out about the holiday. I mean, if it's a national holiday, then I mean, the question is what your nation is, right? My empathy is really low, but cognitive one specifically is pretty much non-existent for me. Huh. The cognitive one, I would have expected that one is like pretty high for you. Although then there's also the, I don't freaking know. I guess it's like, wait, where was it? Compassionate empathy? No, I don't know. I don't know. But yes. So. Speaking of art. Speaking of marital art. Let's have a poll. Let's have a poll for the thing. Never able to understand why and how people feel something. Never understand people. I see. That sounds difficult, honestly. Okay, last call. Does anyone have anything that's burning on under their toes, that's burning under their fingernails, that they really want to make the subject of today's art stream? Any subjects, any issues that have been on your mind recently, something that you've been struggling with, something that you really want to dissect? Apparently a global holiday that lands on the last Saturday of October. Don't think that there's something wrong with you if you have not sympathy for others. Some people have conditions that lead them to this. There's nothing wrong with you, and you're perfectly normal. Yeah. Physical/mental burnout. Okay, so burnout, basically. Okay. That's not wrong. That's I can deal with that. Loss. Oh dear. Okay. Dimmy. Dissociation. Okay. Damn. Alright. So, what draw? Our suggestions for today are, was it? Self-care, treating yourself, burnout, loss, and dissociation. Y'all got 2 minutes to vote for what we shall draw today. The poll is up. Also, I'm wearing long underpants under my pants, and they are itching, and I'm not happy about that. I feel like you had to know that. I might need to take a break in a moment to change that situation. Ooh. Okay. Self-care got 2. Is it cold where you're at? It is. I'm in Germany. And it is, it is pretty cold. I don't like using the heater more than necessary. So, I don't know, I'll have to find something else to wear. Yeah, I like this cold weather. Rex, did I say hi to you? Hello there, Rex. How do you do? I used to be of the opinion that I prefer cold weather because, like, you can do more against cold weather than about the warm weather, you know? But, man, it's been draining for me. I've been noticing in recent years that I just have so much less energy when it's cold, and like I get out of bed and it's like, oh no, I don't wanna, it was so nice and warm under the blanket. It makes my bones hurt, oh no. I understand, I heat with firewood so I don't have to fear high heating bills, oh dear. Doesn't that, like, have issues with, like, you know, the air quality and stuff? That seems dangerous for someone like me with, like, low-key asthma. Alright, I guess self-care / treating yourself has won. Maybe just me, but over the recent months it's become harder to endure other people because it feels exhausting. To endure other people? Like, spending time with people? Oh dear. Why so? I have a closed oven, so the fumes will go out the chimney. Oh. I guess it depends on where you get your firewood from, right? If firewood is properly dried, it should be fine to burn with the right furnace. Oh, okay. I hear fuel pellets are pretty cheap. Issues is when people use not fully dried wood. Oh. Okay. Oh. Why would the dryness be an issue? Huh. So. Gah. I'm gonna officially set the subject for today, which is, which one shall it be? Should it be self-care or treating yourself, or should we just do both? Which sounds better? It produces more fumes if it's not dry enough. Fumes? Oh, I guess that has a different quality. Being social comes at the cost of pushing yourself out. If not, a relation of any kind cannot be formed. Oh, true. Hi there. Hi there, Cleeper. So when it's wet, it burns at lower heat. Produces more fumes and can actually produce CO. Oh. Oh. I had no idea. Alright. Noted. I guess let's just go with both. Self-care, treating yourself. That is the subject. "10 days into a calorie counting diet, down 5.5 kilograms. Somewhat of weight, but it's coming together. Hey, good job. I hope that I hope you can maintain that. Yeah. Make sure not to push yourself too hard, or you're gonna get like the bounce back and stuff. Yeah, I have a mechanical keyboard. It's a Logitech MX Mechanical Mini with tactile switches. Yeah. I do hope that. You're welcome. Okay. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Screen mirror. Hang on. 7406. Just gotta bring up my thingamajig. Don't go under 1600 kilocalories. I don't know the numbers, but I'm gonna assume that that's okay. You sound like you did your research, so I'll trust you. Okay. Gotta go now. Have a lovely stream. Take care of yourself. Y'all are important and beautiful the way you are. Mwah. You too, Spoilwurstel. Take care. Have a good night. Or good evening, rather. It's not that late, actually. Okay. I have no idea what I'm going to draw, actually, but let's start that countdown. Oh yeah, do I have to explain to anyone what we're doing today? Or is everyone set? 'Cause, yeah. We're gonna start now. Just gonna bring up the notepad, real quick. There we go. Use that link in the pinned comment to submit your art after the countdown is done. The countdown will be half an hour, just to make sure that we don't get too lost in perfectionism and that, like, you know, we keep moving and this ends at some point. Average, they just asked 3,000 people how much they eat, and average without any considerations is 2,000. Oh, okay. Potato, potato, indeed. Okay, so, what has your experience been? What do you associate with self-care, with treating yourself? Do you struggle with it? Do you want to approach it from the angle of like lamenting how little you take care of yourself, maybe? Do you want to have a little mindful exercise where you try to draw the things that make you enjoy life? Do you want to treat this as self-care? You know, there's a lot of ways you can approach this. So, yeah. Just figure out your means of approach. And, of course, a reminder to everyone that you don't need to be a great artist to take part. As long as you are willing to put in some brain meat to do this. I'm happy to see all y'all submissions. Emily wrote a poem about her biggest thought on self-care last IA, so I don't know what else to do. Oh, is that a thing? Wait, what was the last one about? Oh. Huh. Sorry about that. Right, did we just have that subject? Am I being silly? Hang on. Am I being silly? I don't freaking know. Let me just bring up some different music. Cause, just hearing this music all the time, all day, every day, gets a little bit old. So let us do this one. Depression topic it was. Oh, okay. Poem Venti about how self-care often feels brutal and uncomfortable. Oh, I see. Hang on, let me reduce my own volume. Okay. Let's go. So. Hello, how do you do? This is Taeyu, your emotional new. Hi there, Tiffin. Tiffin, hello. I guess, you know what, I guess we might as well restart the timer after this, but hi. This is Taeyu, your emotional support animal. I'm sort of a mental health content creator, I guess. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure everything out, but hi. Hello. We are currently, let me do a thing real quick where I show you guys what we're doing today. Hang on. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. Ottilie Tiffin. It can be hard to find the words to follow Ottilie Tiffin feelings and get them out there. And art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Hey, so, you were preparing stuff to make the big old skull for your Furby, oh boy. What is up with that Furby anyway? Oh, sorry about the ad break, by the way. Oh no. No. Sorry about the ads. I failed to notice them in time. Yeah, I hope it went better this time than last time. Nothing is up with the Furby. They're perfectly safe and going great. Okay. I just, like, who commissioned that? I'm just wondering, like what is... I don't... It was just so weird. Like, coming into your stream and seeing that big old Furby being constructed. Like, why is this happening? It's a great commission to get. Oh yeah, it's the most wonderful. Oh yeah, like seriously, I hope it went better than it did last time. Cause like, yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, Tiffin literally makes fursuits and stuff. So, yeah. And is also a firefighter. So it's like, what a stand-up gal, you know? Certainly had some trips and falls with it, yeah. I imagine. Oh dear. Also, Project 454, Fairy King and Raywalk. Hello there, welcome in. So, yeah. Go ahead and, yeah, thank you for your raid again. Sorry, I'm a little... my brain is just trying its best to function. Because I am running on fumes after this week. But yeah, hi. Thank you so much for the raid, and I know you are gonna need to go do some self-care, which, woo, that's the subject of today. Do some self-care, treat yourself, be nice to yourself. On which note, you know what? I should be doing that. Love getting hit with the instant ads. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to get some self-care and fill myself with snacks. Yes, please do that. Take care. Have a great evening. Bye-bye. I would suggest coffee, but I'm unsure whether or not it's late for you. It is reasonably late. And also, I don't drink coffee. It has unpredictable effects on me. Not always the best ones. Okay, so. Like it said in the thing, today we're doing introspective art. We are drawing. We are creating art about the subject of self-care and about like treating yourself. Whether from the angle of like, you know, you don't feel like you take care of yourself enough, or like maybe you could draw yourself like how you would, like in a way that like would make you want to take care of yourself more, or you know, there's all sorts of ways you can approach this. And you know, like I said in the video, you don't have to be a great artist to take part. So as long as you just want to take a moment to look inwards and you know, connect to yourself and connect to others through that, then yeah, just do the thing. There's a linked but there is a link to a Google form in the pinned comment, so you can submit your stuff there, which is also, you know, the reason we use that form is so it can be done anonymously if you choose to do so, because of course it's kind of a vulnerable thing to share such intimate feelings and stuff. So yeah. Lankari, thank you. How do you do? How do you do, Lankaru? And yeah, I'm going to now try to do that thing where I like look inward and see what I actually want to draw for today. You do sleepy? Same. Okay. So, what I do today is treating yourself. The reason that idea came up is that like I had this thing bought for me because I didn't want to buy it for myself because I'm allergic to spending money, but like a friend was just like, you know what, I'm buying that for you, fuck you. You don't get to get it out of this one without anything to show for it. They don't think it be like it is, but it do very much. You're always that friend? Aw. Sweetheart. So. Hi, Jude. Hi. How are you doing? Okay. Tayu doesn't want to spend his big bucks, it's true. Huge Twitch dollars. The hugest. Oh, heck yeah. Massive streaming slotty. What? I think the one and only manga/anime that has got me choked up. Sangatsu no Lion. It's amazing and it's beautiful, sad, but also hopeful and amazing. Sangatsu no Lion. The Lion of March? March comes in like a lion. Oh. Interesting. I'm not familiar with that one. Okay. Now let's see. What do I want to draw? Tayu makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I sleep on stream time. That's why I sleep you on stream time. I mean, I will say this: I do make more money from this stream than you do. Also, Blue Fox, hello, hi. That is not to say that I make a lot of money. It's just that I make more money than I do than, you know, the viewers. Is that like a play on the old March saying in like a lion, out like a lamb? I have no idea. Are you late? I don't know. The timer is still running. So, make of that what you will. Okay, so, let me freaking focus. I think I might actually do the thing. I don't have art I can draw, but I can put my, can I put my thoughts into words? Because smacking, teasing, you is how I treat myself. Okay, I mean, we do have people writing poetry, so, that works. 17-year-old professional shogi player who struggles with depression. The manga is about overcoming it through human connection. Oh, interesting. Overcoming it through human connection, man. It's so nice when like manga is actually like based on observed humanity rather than like, you know, anime tropes and stuff. Is drinking 5 iced coffees back to back when they expired by 2 days treating yourself? Probably not. It depends very much. It depends very much on like your personal needs and stuff like that, but also Infinity, hello. Now, how does coffee expire? Hang on. So, I think I'm gonna go with that idea I had. It is treating yourself, just not well, yes. I'll see you in the headlines. Okay, you have a good one. Yeah, I'll do this thing. I'll do this thing. Just kind of randomly occurred to me while I was talking about how you can approach this, but I like the idea. Hi there, Rev. People shy away from it when they hear that it's about shogi, but it's more so a vehicle for Rei Kiriyama's growth. Yeah, that tends to be the case for like any work like that, right? Like any sports or whatever anime or manga is ultimately about the characters and their journey. Now, hang on. 2 whole seasons, oh. Oh, I might have heard a little bit of it, but not very much. So, okay, hang on. I'm going to close my eyes for a moment. Like, really try to picture this image in my mind. Is this melody from Spirited Away? It is not. Oh, Infinity! Were you not following me already? Hello. Thank you for the follow. And hi there, Dahlia.
Hello.
Not the SCP. You weren't. Oh, you misclicked. Oh. Okay. That's fine. God, I'm so sorry. I'm spacing out like the entire time here. That's fine. I don't even care. I don't even want your follow. It's not like I care about you or anything. Guys, you should all follow, yes. So bashful. Oh no. Oh. Okay, so I need this here. Or is this enough? Honestly, this is enough. Decide about getting ice cream at the convenience store or not. Well, you see the subject right there in the bottom left. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Just make sure to come back. We'll all miss you very much. Or don't. You know, I can't force you. But I can try. Being depressed since everyone I watch consistently stopped streaming Barteo and Nap. I'm sorry you have to deal with just me. I don't know how I'm being like this today. She's like, eh. Oh man. I'm like, are you actually, like, depressed? Like, I have nothing but my highly domitable human spirit to distract myself from the horrors. Aw. Sleeper. Are you okay? Like, are you genuinely okay? Like, I always read your posts and I'm like, oh, it's Sleeper. Sleeper's being silly, but like, are you actually okay? Should be back in 40-ish minutes. If I'm not back by then, just wait a bit longer. Oh dear. I don't know if we're gonna be streaming that long. Like, today's stream is gonna be short, so if you want to come back, maybe consider leaving a follow. Not depressed, just me? Okay. I'll still hope you get better soon. Submitted, thank you. Hang on. Stuff happens in real life and some such. Yeah. Hang on. Considering that we have just over half the time left for all this, I'm putting way too much detail into this. Or rather, I need to be approaching this in a more stylized way. Hang on. Your greatest mistake is thinking that I'm not serious when I'm silly? Oh dear me. Things are getting complex over here. Gonna need a whole literary criticism degree to decipher your posts. Imagine waking up at 5 AM thinking it was 7 AM, going to the bathroom and then throwing up for 5 minutes. Are you okay? Basically, Albert Camus, but stupider, less handsome, and late by a century. Noted? Tell me more about Albert Camus. It was... Please go to a doctor? Please see a doctor about that? What the fuck? Like, legit? His chat unraveling. First ever anti-mental health streamer outside. Shut up. Oh man. my precious dear. Tell me more about Kabu. I don't know who that is. I know the name, but I know a lot of names. Can't tell you which one did what. He's French and might have done the Sisyphus shit. Okay. Was it like one of them existentialist people? Maybe? Turned in, okay. Absurdism, Oh god. Hang on. I am like making no progress today at all. Okay, you know what? This guy gets a blanket. One must imagine the imposter's sucky. Absurdism is just nihilism for Zoomers, I have to say it. Not the cringe version of nihilism, the real deal? Is it now? I thought... Isn't absurdism like... basically like... the positive thing, like, hey, nothing matters. Cool, let's party, you know? Might as well. All I'm thinking about is cuddling cats. Self-care made soft. Yeah, cuddling cats is absolutely self-care. Okay. All right. There's also hang on. Let me draw in a little ear here. Ear. Okay. Good. There's a bandage there. It is. Nihilism is the positive version of nihilism. Okay. Cringe, nothing matters, enjoy the absurd versus chat, nothing matters, I will make my own meaning. Huh. Okay. Why does your art style change so much? Because I don't draw a lot. So, I just kind of go with the flow. Okay.
I see your drawing. First of all, who hurt your chief? I will kill them. Second, stop changing your art style. Third, back to who hurt your chief. I see the bandage. I will auction them. Give the money to you. Then kill them.
As I'm actually not happy about the art style thing. I have to admit. I would prefer if you didn't bring that up. It's okay. I just, you know, I was rejected from a thing once because I wasn't consistent. Yeah, because like, you know, I just who hurt my cheek? No one in particular. It's just this Teiyu down there is just very scruffy. That's all there is to it. That's all I'll give you. He is just a little worse for the wear. There's no law here. All I can tell you is that there's like less than 5 minutes left on the timer, which, I mean, I can just keep going because it's my stream and I make the rules, but also, man. Clipper, I'm gonna throw you out the window. I'm gonna take a pair of clippers and apply them to your genitals. I don't know, whichever genitals I will find. That is called defenestration, yes. Mit Klebstoff, okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. Ah, Alex, hello. How do you do, Alex? Reminds you of Spirited Away so hard. That is interesting. It never occurred to me that they might be similar. I still don't hear it. But... I'm curious what to hear. But I cannot spend the brain power right now to compare melodies. I'm way behind on this image. Not a work day, so I'm happy. Good. Oh, the song is I don't know. It's just a free song, and like there's a streamer I know who uses it. That's where I know it from. But the streamer is someone who doesn't want to be recommended, so I will not do that, I guess. Okay, what do? Can merge down. Move this one up a little bit. Whoopsie daisy. Hang on. Oops. Oh, okay. Match down. And the time is up, but I'm gonna keep drawing because I haven't even gotten to the point yet of my image. Yeah. Sorry, I'm so slow today. Clever way to deal with a layer issue, thank you. Now you go a little lower still, a little over here, still lower, like here. And then you go further over here. And then into your hands. I'm giving you what is it? You're illegal. I am illegal. No human being is illegal, but since I'm not a human being, that is checkmate against me. Alas. Okay, just over here. This is, I don't know, the anatomy here is a little bit wonky. Actually, hang on, this is, what am I doing? I'm getting all frazzled now. Getting all frazzled. Because I'm stressing myself. Sorry, threw up on my, what? Are you okay? Dear me. Okay. What I want to give you is... salutations. Hang on. I had the vague idea of this image, but like, what exactly is the detail here? There's one essential part missing. What is that part? I do not know. Thank you for that, Pat. I don't know. Oh no. It's just... I also threw up in your mouth. Holy shit. What is going on here? Y'all. Please. I gotta eat. I will probably throw up again. Do mine first or second first. Oh, Jesus. Hang on. A cozy nook to curl up, relax. Enjoy that latte cappuccino or charge with this lovely goat. Aww. I don't know. Let's just go with something symbolic, because I can't think of anything concrete. Except, hang on, freaking... Man, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed with how long this is taking me. Favorite treat? Thank you. Thank you, yes. Everyone, there's a poll for your favorite treat going on right now. Reminder that you all matter, yes. Everyone read what Strapstream just said. Just please do. It is very important. Oh dear. Sorry about the Kubrick stare. Okay. So here goes that thing, here goes that thing. Oh, Lankery, Lankery, super blue fox, Lankery, Lankery, blue fox, super. Super, 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 chameleon. What the hell am I saying? Okay. I have such a pretty name, you do? Okay, bye. Okay, cool. I'm gonna call this done now. Let's go. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, y'all. We have 3 submissions. Let's go. Time to get back to this whole thing. Jeez, this is so quiet. That's better. Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. First thing. Here's up. There's a pumpkin. He has a pumpkin filled with candy. A person is filling it with candy. Oh, favorite treat. Food and crime. Fooge and crime. Sleep, think, and shower. That, okay. I didn't know we had like Chris Dreamer in our midst. Chris Dreamer and Susie, whoever the hell. Good lord. Okay. Yeah. Man, sorry about all this, by the way. Our system has a Chris interject. That counts for something. Oh, true. True. You know what? That's fair. Okay, so. There's a person with a, a pumpkin filled with jack-o'-lantern filled with candy. So, yeah, like, I mean, Halloween is one of those things. Candy is one of those things. It's just something you do for fun, something that's enjoyable. It's a really fun time. It's one of those things. Like, I never really do anything with Halloween. And I was like, why not? Why don't I? That is a weird question. Frickin' Blue Fox. I swear to God, we have a thing going on here. I look at the art and give my impressions of what I see in it regarding the subject. And then I read the description. Okay? That's how this works. So. Yeah. I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm really out of it now. This is a pumpkin being showered with candy, and the theme of Halloween, give it candy, it feeds on candy. Pumpkin, give it your candy, it needs to feed. That didn't even add anything. Come on. What do you want from me? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so here we have Suba with some ice cream. Okay. Please go see a doctor, okay? There are diagrams which are classified as blown up, which show the internal contents while appearing to be separate. Oh. The faking returns! Hello! Just in time. Ben & Jerry's half-baked along with some lemon iced tea and some Mars bars. Heck yeah. On just in time for this. Yeah. So this is this submission, like, yeah. How am I not the least mature here? I know, right? Yeah, it's just like, once again, just straight to the point, like, heck yeah. Ice cream. Like, it's been a thing recently. I've been making like a lot of milkshakes. I've been just putting ice cream and blueberries and chocolate covered oatmeal cookies into a blender, making delicious milkshakes. And it's like, it's a rare thing that I do just to really feel good, just because it's like really tasty. And it's rare for me to find something that I just really enjoy so much to eat. Like, yeah, I'm glad, like, you know, because like I have like this chronic sinusitis, so my sense of smell is impeded, so I don't have a strong sense of taste, right? Because taste has a lot to do with smell. So the thing is, you know, there's not a lot that like really tastes that good to me. So I really admire it when people, I kind of envy it when people like really can just enjoy food so much that it just makes them happy, you know? And that's clearly what's going on here. Like, hell yeah. Look at this freaking ice cream. It's just, oh boy, you know? Like this ice cream is bigger than the head itself. It's just like, yeah, boy, behold the majesty. We have the biggest food enjoyer ever. Getting on estrogen changed how chocolate tastes for us, and holy shit, that is intense. Ooh, oh damn, that is interesting. Why even go on? Shining Paladin reaches a hand down to you and opens his mouth. I like ice cream. God, for real though? Real? Honestly? Valid? Hang on. Hang on. I wanna put what Lankari said into context. Okay, hang on. Just a moment here. There are diagrams which are classified as blown up, which show the internal contents while appearing to be separate. Thus, it's reasonable to view the candy as being inside of the lantern if you see it as a blown up diagram. Can I come over and eat your milkshakes? Yes. You can. Anytime. Okay. Yeah. Who up shaking their milk to feel really good? I mean, I won't say names, but I have the taste palette of a dog give me the most intense taste, so I won't be able to tell what's tasty or not. Yeah, I'm a lot like that too. And like texture plays a big role. But yeah, paladin, valedictorian, a valedictorian, if you will. If you think of hormones like liquids that convince your body to shape itself differently, then it makes sense how it would influence everything. But I don't know how hormones work anyways. Fair enough. So yeah, I think I said everything here. So on to the next one. Oh wait, on to the next one. Oh. HRT works by telling inactive parts of your genes to be active, like everyone has genes to make them grow boobs. Huh. I didn't know that. That makes sense. Okay, this one has a title too. Life Floss. Life Floss. Interesting. Pop. Needle pierces fabric. Purr. Thread runs through. Pop. Purr. Pop. Purr. Pop. Needle pierces fabric. Purr. Thread runs through. A simple rhythm colors canvas. Precise tool in imperfect hand. Cotton rainbow in my grasp. Colorful strings in my command. Pop. Purr. Pop. Purr. The Magnus Protocol is a podcast distributed by Rusty Quill and licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial Share-alike 4.0 International License. Episode ends. I end up in stretch. It's late already. I don't want to sleep. I go to sleep. I live another day. The floss of my life colors the universe's canvas. Beautiful shades of pink, yellow, and purple. Aw, that is really lovely. I like how you really expressed the way that, like, not sewing, what was it? Crocheting while listening to a podcast just gets you in that, embroidery, how it, like, gets you in that, meditative state, and time just passes and you're just, like, in that flow. It's also really funny with, like, here's the Magnus Protocol. There's just poof, just in there. Okay, here's the secondary protagonist of this poem. This looks very differently when you don't know anything about embroidery. Oh, I don't know. I didn't think too clearly about, like, it's what we listen to while embroidering. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting image. The floss of life. The floss of my life. Like the thread being like floss. Like it cleans up the dirt, giving you this time to, like, kind of ground yourself, and, you know, the act of creation. Yeah. And it colors the universe's canvas. Yeah, and, like, there's also another thing I noticed is that, like, there's precise tool in imperfect hand, colorful, a cotton rainbow in my grasp, colorful strings in my command. Like, it's also, like, got that aspect of like reclaiming agency in a way. Like, this is something that is in your control, something that you can really do in a world that feels all too often out of your control and like everything is just happening around you. Yeah. Yeah. My very first impression was of a vinyl player because of a needle in the purse sounds. Ah, I see. So, yeah. I'm glad you could so clearly articulate why this is so meaningful to you, why it is self-care. That is a very good skill to have, to really know what does you good. That is something that I still need. I really like how rhymes in the second stanza came out. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Written by Stella. Thank you, Stella. Alright, I think if anyone is still submitting theirs, please do tell. Because otherwise this will be our last submission. I like what I did with the imperfect hand and how like I am imperfect but I still create. Yeah. Which, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? You don't have to be perfect to create something. And like the imperfection kind of makes it beautiful too. Because it's an expression of life. Life is never really perfect, it just kind of flows. Yeah. Okay. Gadooch. Huh. Wild. So, this gives a strong feeling of isolation. A feeling of very like sparseness. Just a big old void, a long corridor, an empty room, and maybe a giant table filled with nothing but like this one plate, fork and knife with an apple on it. The one thing that you allow yourself. This feels very much like an expression of not really taking care of yourself, an expression of abstinence, an expression of deprivation, not doing anything for yourself, just the bare minimum to keep the doctor away, you know, but just like, okay, here's healthy thing, here's... God, that reminds me of freaking Guilty Gear of all things. You know, there's a scene in Guilty Gear where like this, where like a creature that was made to destroy humanity changes her mind because she was given a cheeseburger. Like, so someone talks to her about like eating and she's like, I just eat nutrients in order to gain, to gain the nutrients necessary to live. And dude is like, here, have a cheeseburger. And she's like, oh my god, a whole new world has opened up to me. And it's like, isn't that what Beerus from Dragon Ball Z also did? Dragon Ball Z is like... And, I mean, that guy... I mean, he it's not like he discovered it. It's not like he discovered that. He was always like that. He was always big ol' gourmand, you know? Why do I feel like whoever made this has children and just wants to eat in peace? Oh dear. Is this a cherry or an apple or a tomato rather than anything else? My priorities are out of whack. Huh. But Now, what's interesting is like there's that window, that opening, an opening to a bright possibility. There is. It feels like a realization. It feels like a realization of how much you're depriving yourself of the joys of living. Just all by yourself with nothing to enjoy in life. And realizing that like you are just there, just alone, and the question is like why? There's so much else out there. There's so much else out there that I could experience. Like it's just the first step. Like the light only reaches like barely reaches the back edge of the table or the surface, the floor, or whatever. Maybe they don't even have furniture. Maybe it's a window and they don't even have furniture. I don't know, man. Seeing it like that, this really feels like being trapped. But yeah, like it's a first realization that like there is something out there that you could be striving towards. Like, why am I depriving myself like this? What is the point? The presence itself of an exterior full of light is notable. Almost feels Wes Anderson-esque. Oh. So, yeah, man. That's some powerful stuff. And, well, I actually have no idea who drew this. The only commentary is, bro, I don't know, LMAO. Okay. Well, thank you so much for that submission. I like your interpretation very much. What does the description say, by the way? Yeah, that's what it said. Bro, I don't know, LMAO is what it said. Hi there, Evolus, by the way. Hello, hello. Alright. That was our final submission for today. So, Skladooch, I guess, finally. Let's go over my, what is there of my own, piece that I made today. Which is this? Which, yeah, this, this was a difficult birth, somehow. I guess, in large part because I'm just, like, very mentally drained today. But, yeah. Hang on, let me keep snoozing those ads. I still have a few snoozes left. Yeah, ultimately, I'm a little bit disappointed with the fact that I couldn't find anything more concrete that makes sense than just, like, a heart. Because, like, present you and past you, the idea is that, like, you know, when I was explaining, like, how you could approach this subject in many different ways, I brought up the idea that you could, like, draw yourself in a way that makes you feel like you want to take care of yourself. Like, that's a common way that people can learn to better take care of themselves, is to imagine yourself as someone else and be like, hey, would you tell this other person to just suck it up and deprive themselves of any joy in life and stuff? Like, you wouldn't. So why do you do it for yourself? So I kind of just drew, you know, the old common image of my inner self as like this forsaken child, just like with rats gnawing holes into his ear or something. I don't know where these holes came from, but they are there. And, you know, just a little vagabond on the street, wrapped in a blanket. And he's just like, oh, thank you so much, sir. And you know, my whole actual self is like, hey, let me help you. Let me help you. You don't deserve to be out here. Of course, I had no idea how to present that as like a thing, you know, as a thing I can give him. So yeah. Will the smaller Teiyu eat the heart? Sure. The first thing that pops out to me is the stark contrast between the positivity of the little one and the empathetic sadness of the taller one, which makes me think that only one of them is aware of how much better things could be and how rough things really have been. Aww. Aww. That is interesting. Hi there, Crystal. Been lurking. Just wanted to pop in and say hi before going to sleep. Okay. Have good sleeps. And thank you for lurking. That is interesting. That is interesting. I guess, you know, I guess the little one is really appreciating the little bit of self-care, you know? Oh, thank you for the follow. The little one is just really like, hey, yes, I'm happy to enjoy the little joys that life has to give. And the big one is just like, oh, yeah. Man, I really should be doing this more, huh? Maybe big Teiyu should give small Teiyu a doll of even smaller Teiyu to take care of. Maybe. Alright, y'all. With this, I would say we are pretty much done for today. So, everyone, let's take care of ourselves. Take care, everyone on YouTube. Thank you for watching if you've been watching, and thank you so much. Please leave a like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Bye. And yeah, we're gonna, I don't have a lot of snoozes left for the ads, so the big one is almost saying, hey little one,